In the early 90s, I was learning in Yeshivat Shalavim. Of course, as many of you know, that's where I had the zechus of being Rav Jake's roommate. And my cousin called me one morning and he said that you should go to America and take all your money that you have in your savings account and invest it in three things that I've never heard of before: Intel, Cisco, and Microsoft. Now you got to remember that back then in the early 90s, nobody was investing in stocks, and in order for me to get my money into the stocks, so it wasn't like today you sit on a computer, you had to actually walk into the bank, you had to actually take the money out, and actually go to the stock market and give the money to a broker and actually buy the stock. So I was thinking, like, wow, how big of a deal could this be? So what? What's an Intel anyway? Who really knows about a Microsoft? What's the difference? Well, let's fast forward a whole lot of years. My cousin is now living in a decent, let's say, house that's 4 stories lone standing on Rehov Chernikovsky, and I have the pleasure of still being a Rebbe in Yeshivat Levat Torah. I calculated once if I would have listened to him and taken 2 days off from Yeshiva and flown to America on one of those expensive one-day tickets and taken the money out of the bank and invested it in those stocks, so I wouldn't be a millionaire right now, but I would have had $990,000. You want to talk about how an opportunity could have changed somebody's life? So that is really a great example. There are many allusions to what is Elul. I'm sure that we've all heard Ani L'Dodi V'Dodi Li. You take the first letter of that pasuk from Shir Hashirim, the Aleph from Ani L'Dodi V'Dodi Li, and that spells out Elul. And there are many others as well. But one of them that's a little bit less known is if we look in Parshat Miketz, when Yehuda is trying to convince Yaakov to send Binyamin to Mitzrayim so that they could get food, he says a pasuk that goes Ki lulei hismamanu ki ata shavnu ze pa'amayim. Ki lulei hismamanu. If we would not have delayed, so then shavnu ze pa'amayim, I would have been back twice already if you would have let us bring Binyamin the first time that we asked. The word lulei backwards is the word Elul. Lulei ismamanu, had we not delayed. I wonder if, when I think about my year and I think about my life, about the different opportunities that maybe crossed my path of ways that I could have connected to God, and maybe ways that I could have discovered new things about my Judaism. Lulei ismamanu, what if? What would have happened if I would have thought in a more expansive manner about what I could have accomplished? Would my relationship with Hashem, would that be any different? I wonder if that's what Elul is. Lulei ismamanu, not to delay. Today's the time for us to open up our mind. I don't know what the end product is going to be, but at least I'm going to consider many options. Ki ata shavnu ze pa'amayim. Maybe if we would think about in a larger, broader scale, so maybe we would have shavnu, maybe we would have returned to Hashem and have our relationship defined in a different way. I wish everybody a wonderful Elul when we explore possibilities of what might be, and I look forward to sharing these few minutes with everybody over the course of the year.